Quiet on set. Quiet on set. Quiet on set. All right, guys, you know what time it is. Burnout Kings October, round 6, and we are here to pick the winner. We have the top 8 submissions. Basically, only 8 people listened to the rules again, or no?
Well, we had like 80 or 90 submissions, 12 that followed the rules.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Still a very small percentage are following
It's like
the
we're
rules.
getting a good amount of submissions and some really good burnouts, but some of you just miss one little piece, and it's not fair to us.
Or one giant piece, or they miss a giant piece, or they just take off in their car and go do some crazy burnout down some giant major public road and then send it in.
You can't do that. Or did they
Way against the
have you
rules.
ever just got an email with the code word? Like
Yeah.
someone just says
half the emails are just a code word and it's
Just
some
like, all right,
super illegal burnout.
Yeah, so unfortunately we can't support that. But shout out to those of you who read all the rules and then follow by all the rules. And so today we have the top 8 submissions from that group of people.
Let's start with Woody. Where's he at?
That's Woody? This is really sketchy.
Look at Woody pushing the car.
Is this a costume party? Or is that how he dressed?
If he dresses like that, then they don't win.
That guy's got a fiesta going on. It's probably Weekend at Bernie's and Woody. You can't really.
There's a nurse, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus
Whole
did the
squad's
burnout,
there.
or no? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jesus did the burnout.
All right. Well, that's a good submission.
That kind of makes
but
it a little stronger.
It's a solid play.
Jesus
Hey, we're
took
at
the wheel.
We're having a costume party. Yo, the hooligans are doing this thing. Let's go do a burnout in the garage. All right, that gives
Let Jesus take the
that
wheel?
gives a little juice. Let's see what else we got. Where is that? Is that Poland? Yeah. E30 with a big old V8.
Where do they
But it
get?
just stops?
I guess that's a.
What? What is it?
Just where do they get these like fully built race? I feel like you live in the Middle East. You're either driving like a half rusted sandy.
I don't think that's the Middle East.
No, that's the Middle East.
Poland?
That wasn't the.
Huh?
That wasn't the Middle East. No,
Anyway, that thing is balling. Like you can
it's
tell
all right. You
it's.
could have left. You could have left the video recording a little longer.
And by balling, I mean race car balling. Like it looks like a race car. It's got big V8 noises, but that was realistically not a winning burnout. So
you could have let it ride a little longer.
yeah, you played yourself. But thank you for playing. Next, let it eat.
Followed more than the.
Yeah. See, I like creativity. That's like, that's simple, but it just adds a little flavor.
He vandalized his shop in the name of the company.
Inside is always a plus. So like garage burnouts, you always get bonus points from me. Woo. You see that commitment?
He's standing. Quick of the bit.
Oh, he did some dancing too. See, you always gotta have balance between limiter and like letting her sing.
I don't even see how you can hear after that.
Just from the speakers, it sounds like a loud ass car. Smoked it out, kept it going.
Jeez, how long does this go?
See, he's got burnout for you.
Proper submission.
So far, I think that might be the best one. Just from the throttle commitment, where he did it, how he presented the code words.
15 minutes.
Total package. The total package. So let's hit the next one.
Stuntman here!
Is that Mr.
I got
Krabs?
one thing to say. Let it eat!
Or who's the Gilbert Godfrey?
Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah.
Here we go, folks.
Sounds like a Muppet.
Ease into it so you don't rip my truck in half.
Easy so you don't rip my truck in half. Oh man, I was expecting all 4 Johnny. I mean,
Right side burnout?
yeah, he's ripping that one wheeler though. That's a solid one wheeler peeler. That's like 70 miles an hour.
I just like the fact that these
Gilbert Godfrey and Cookie Monster.
Gilbert Godfrey. I like the fact that Gilbert Godfrey and the Cookie Monster take their wife's van out in the middle of parking lot and
Yeah.
shred it.
It was a good. That's a good submission, despite what you may have
I
thought.
can't believe that they know how to properly. If those guys can submit, if those guys can complete a proper submission, why can't you?
Yeah, everybody participate properly. Next.
Fellow Hoonigans, I'm here from New Zealand and I'm going to show you how we do a skid. Let it eat.
All right, Kiwi Power.
So it's gonna be your standard tip in.
I like R34s. I'd like to have one someday.
Is that a 34?
Oh, sorry. I'm so stupid. R32. I love R32s, not R34s.
It's a 32, right?
Yeah, 4-door 32.
4-door GTST.
I can't believe I swear I know the difference between R32 and R34. Oh, but it's eating, but it looks like he's at a burnout
Yeah, he might have already won something.
Yeah.
Doing that. It's a cool looking car though.
Yeah, it gets the job done for sure. But it's like, I appreciate the submissions from the like burnout pads and stuff like that, but it's hard for me to give the edge to someone on a burnout pad.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
as opposed to somebody who found their own,
Who
walked
did it?
away their own situation.
Did it in the garage or
Did it in the
whatever, you know?
garage,
Like,
yeah.
like this is obviously
Yeah,
a
somebody
good.
set the stage.
Yeah, this is obviously a good burnout, but it's at a burnout competition. So you can go for 3 minutes and not, not feel anything or. That fire's nice though. Looks like that car rips.
How is it still running?
Considering it's an RV, is that weird?
I just don't understand. Why is there not coolant shooting out all over the place? Sounds good enough.
He hasn't really committed to a heavy limiter hit though. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. That car sounds
It
great.
just amazes me how long
That car sounds really good.
the burnout.
Like I said, it's a great burnout, but it's at a burnout competition, so they just have a. And he didn't pop did he pop the tires? I don't think he popped the tires either.
I feel like he doesn't lose points. He just
It's a great-
It's just hard
yeah.
to. It's just hard to kind of.
It's a great
claim.
burnout, but for this format,
Yeah, it's hard to give him the. It's hard to give him the
tough.
W for.
I respect the Garage Boys.
This is a perfect example of why the stage previously isn't a good setup for a win.
He's clearly at work.
This is sick.
Yeah, he's clearly at work and is a fan,
This
so
is what we want.
or a supporter rather, and he wants to be a burnout
Yeah,
king.
he just made it work.
That's not a purpose-built burnout car.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
didn't prep his car.
Yeah. It probably wasn't even him who's the likes Hoonigan. It's probably the guy behind the camera.
Yeah, hey,
He's
man,
like, hey,
go-
you should do this Burnout Kings. You should do this Burnout Kings
And then he's
competition.
gonna take the gift card.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, card disappeared.
That's a fatty, man. It's a fatty. I like the location. I like the car. I like his limiter commitment.
He's definitely gonna be a.
It's
He's
and I just like grimy.
might be the runner-up.
I also like grimy submissions. You know, that's a pretty
He
grimy.
started in the dirt.
Yeah, that's a grimy submission inside of an unbuilt barn.
Yeah.
Let's see what's up. Let's see what else is next.
Let it eat.
Let it eat.
I wonder how legal this thing is.
Yeah, it's
Like borderline.
definitely abandoned.
Yeah.
It's definitely abandoned.
It's like he's got seatbelts sticking out of the door.
That looks like a fun place to have. And at your disposal, do some high-speed Johnnies.
Yeah, whether this is legal or not, you can definitely pretend it. I mean, you can just go ahead and do whatever you want.
It looks like a.
They look pretty far away from it.
I like that he brought it back up. He brought it back up into that spot.
I would like to see a nice little throw up.
Yeah, do a little wall ride. Honestly, his performance is pretty good. like walking it down and then walking it back up and then ripping some fatties.
Something tells me he's got a lot of practice at that spot.
Yeah, Sideshow Boys. But at the same time, it wasn't as dynamic as the SC400 still.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as dynamic as the RX-8 in the Burnout
shop.
shed.
Fumigating his whole shop.
And then having a space that big, if it was that versus the R32, you'd probably pick the R32. He was a little more aggressive, I think.
I think those are similar stages.
Yeah, but again, inside garages or like clearly super private property driveways and things like that, always
Slightly prefer.
always edge over for me. So let's see what the next one is. Okay, we got a little supercharged. Is that a supercharged? Or is that just an intake manifold? It looks like a truck intake actually.
Yeah, it looks like.
Too much sauce.
That's the wrong code word.
It's the wrong code word, but we had it up on the website, so we kind of.
Oh, so we gave the wrong code word out for too long. All right, let him slide.
He was within the right age.
My boy got a V8, but he used water.
Yeah.
It's a great burnout.
Is it like an
It's a
axle
good
thing?
burnout,
Maybe
though.
he's trying to save his axles or something like that. 'Cause it definitely has the power to it.
Yeah, maybe it's an axle thing. I guess, I won't deny it. I like the space. It was a good, clean burnout.
Decent burnout.
Yeah. Last but not least,
Show us something good.
Let it eat.
let it. What do you think that accent's from?
I would have said something like Lithuania, but that was the other guy. It sounds good. Uh-oh.
Oh. Yo, he stayed committed though. He said, "I'm in the wrong gear, but I can't break. I can't break this rev limiter that I committed to."
Yeah.
I respect that.
He stayed in it. He's still in it. Oh, yeah, that's good. 1JZ with a E46 M3 jet drag.
Really?
Pretty sick.
Yeah, that is cool. The car sounds great.
Pretty cool car.
That car sounded great.
I feel like if he didn't drop it back to first and give us a few seconds,
would have
been like off the chain.
Yeah.
It's almost like
I
he beat himself.
I hate doing this because like I hate having to crush other people's dreams and efforts.
Well, they're all pretty sick. I mean, like in their own respects.
Oh
they're all
no,
pretty
yeah.
sick,
They were all good burnouts.
They all made it onto the top.
But when you
8,
pick
so-
one, you're saying the rest suck.
Well, they all
That's,
made it to
you
the
know?
top 8. They should all be proud of themselves. Everybody, went kind of hard, and except for maybe Mr. Krabs and the Cookie Monster.
If you're trying to be the burnout king, you gotta party. But it's not always just the burnout. It's also presentation.
Yeah, the RX-8 guys, they vandalized their shop in the name of the competition.
They
Probably
had
still
to,
says "Let It Eat" on their floor.
They probably had to go home after that too.
For a couple
if
days.
if they were doing that during work hours.
For a few days. For me, it's going to be in between the 1UZ, the Dirt Burnout SC400, just because that's too rowdy.
Yeah.
And the RX-8, but
I'm on board for the RX-8.
so I guess that.
Just because I love the spray paint on the floor, then the pan up, let you know what's up, pop the clutch, smoke out the shop on limiter for the most time for almost a full minute.
I heard he might have blown his motor doing that burnout.
Even better. Here's a Burnout Kings award to you, Mr. RX-8.
Hopefully that makes up for it.
Yeah, hopefully that makes up for the motor. All right, so there you have it. The winner of this month's Burnout Kings is the green RX-8 with the V8. His presentation was on point, spray painting the floor, doing a burnout in your business, and letting it eat for a whole minute.
Possibly blowing his motor.
Possibly blowing his motor. Just the total package for me. All the other submissions were great, but it's not it's a total package. Woody, I'm sorry, you guys killed it. SC400 was sick.
What about Jesus?
Okay, Jesus was cool. And then And then the big lot submission from the Mustang and that one J240 sounded delicious. And the RBR32 sounded great too. But total package, burning out where you're not supposed to burn out, that just tips me over the edge. So RX-8 gets the win. Shout out to you. Bye. Good luck next month. Congratulations this month. Until next time.